Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Lezard Valeth. So let's compare him to Draconian Princess Fina, who is the best mage at this point of the game. And yes, I use Leska here to show you that Lezard has amazing spirit stats, but still the best mage in terms of spirit is Leska. Okay, 110%, really decent amount. And for magic boost, I must say Lezard is also very good. 210% magic boost. Too bad that his true double hand is 50% lower than Draconian Princess Fina. This is huge because that means one ability slot need to be used to become on par with Draconian Princess Fina. And yes, I must say the other stats are quite good but simply ordinary. And yes, he doesn't have fatal damage protection, which is kinda bad because he need to reset again if he dies, okay, because he is consecutive mage. And for killer, he has human, fairy, and undead, so pretty nice, okay, 3 type of enemies. You can equip him with Behemoth to expand his killers. Okay, very nice. And for resistance, I must say he is also quite decent. He has 100% dark resist if you equip his Trust Mastery Word, and most enemies use dark attack on this game. And he also has fire and lightning resist plus 30%. So yes, I must say quite decent. But what is this 1 LB gauge pattern? He needs to use his LB, so I think this 1 LB gauge pattern is kinda bad. Okay, I prefer 100% faster LB rate instead of this because he needs 38 LB crystals to use his LB. But enough about stats, now let's take a look on his abilities. Like you have guessed that Lezard is Chaos Wave Awakened Chainer. So that's a good thing because it is the meta chaining family for Mage. And the good thing about Lezard is he has access to 3 elements: fire, thunder, and dark. If you remember that Leska and Draconian Princess Fina only has access to 2 elements. So yes, I must say Lezard is pretty good. And for support, Lezard also able to give your party 150% facial ABV rate. It is not special, but yeah, I must say use it if you don't have it. Okay. And for the damage, like you can see, he can deal 55 times damage per cast when you have used your Chaos Wave Awakened ability for 5 times. So yeah, he needs 2 turns to reach his maximum damage potential. And yes, it is lower than Draconian Princess Fina because if you remember, Draconian Princess Fina able to deal 67 times per cast. So yes, Draconian Princess Fina is better, but the good thing about Lezard is his rotation is pretty simple. You don't need to unlock something, okay? For Draconian Princess Fina, you need to use her LB and then use ability to activate her triple cast. For Lezard, his triple cast available starting on the first turn, and you don't need to do anything to keep them unlock, okay? And on the first turn, you want to use Phantom Curse and choose 1 Chaos Wave Awaken. Okay, I use Fire Lance here. Phantom Curse is really good because it imperil 3 elements resist by 120%. But the downside is you gonna break your defense stats by 100%. So yes, that's pretty huge. And like you have seen before, Lezard defense stats is not good. So it can put him into dangerous situation. So make sure if you want to use this Phantom Curse, you have defense break resist first. You can achieve that from other characters, okay, such as your healer, like Warrior of Light Lena, or you can use Lezard Burst Reinforce, okay, that will give you 150% facial ABV rate and 100% defense and spirit break resist. So yes, if you don't have someone who able to give you defense buff, defense break resist, then your rotation is Burst Reinforce, Phantom Curse, and then Fire Lance. After that, it is all same. Okay, Fire Lance triple times on the second turn, and Gates of Hell. Gates of Hell is really important here because your Imperil from Phantom Curse only lasts for 3 turns, so you need to refresh it. How do you refresh it? By using his limit burst. Like you can see that his limit burst gonna increase his own LB damage by 150%. So this LB gonna deal about 130, 150. Okay, I'm not sure. It is nice, but remember it is non-elemental attack, so you won't take any benefit from Imperil. So that's kind of downing in my opinion. Okay, but what you want to get from this LB is the MP Restore and the Imperil. So I guess it's okay. On your turn 5, you can simply repeat your Fire Lance again. Like you can see, pretty simple. Okay, now what about his compatibilities against recent trial? So I must say Lezard can kill all most recent trials because he has access to 3 elements. Okay, so like you can see against Shinryu, he works normally here. Okay, but Shinryu has lower defense if I remember correctly, so it's better to use physical attack against Shinryu. Against Molbor, it is good because Molbor weak against Thunder. So with that 120% Thunder Imperil, you're gonna deal 170% more damage against Molbor. So yes, pretty amazing. Against Scorn of the Mad Doll, he is also good because, like I've said on multiple videos, Scorn of the Mad Doll is Mage Trial, and yes, this doll is Fairy. So Lezard gonna deal more damage against this doll. Okay, against the Taktuar, I guess his compatibility is normal. So enough about recent trial, now let's talk about equipment. So for equipment, it is pretty simple. Simply max his true double hand and magic stats. After that, focus on building his killer or health. The bad news is, yes, Lezard magic stats is awesome, 210%, that means you can max it easily, but again, because his true double hand only 100%, that means you need to fill the slot with true double hand magic boost. So yeah, it's kind of nullify those advantage. Okay, so enough about equipment. My conclusion for Lezard. So Lezard is a good mage. Okay, but again, I must say nothing special from him. He is basically just your amazing ordinary mage. Okay, he has access to 3 elements, which is huge plus. But yeah, he still loses compared to Fifi because Fifi has access to 3 elements too, but Fifi able to become finisher. But yes, Lezard is very simple to use. That's one of his best feature. Okay, no need to do setup abilities which increase his damage modifier. You don't need that. Simply make sure you keep him alive on the battle unless you will restart his consecutive damage mechanic. So yeah, simply spam that Fire Lance and you gonna kill the enemies. So yes, very good. Okay, and for Trust Master reward, I must say that his Trust Master reward is simply just fucking ordinary. Okay, 55 magic, 42 spirit. Those are nice stats, but what the hell about this? Disconnected from immunity. So this will increase your dark resist by 50%, but it only works for Lezard. So really, I'm really confused why this is only Lezard Valeth only. Even if they don't make it is special to Lezard, I don't think this will become OP rope. Sure, it will become very good rope because it gives you 50% dark resist, but that will make players to pull for Lezard. But this way, I really cannot recommend you to get this rope if you don't plan to use Lezard. Okay, so this Trust Master reward is not good. For the STMR, it is also same. Okay, I don't mean it is bad. Okay, it is good. It gives you 50% through double hand. Okay, this is really good for character like Lezard who only get 100% through double hand. So this can save you one ability slot. Really precious, but this is kind of bad because we have Inari Broom. It is Tsukiko STMR. Remember that Lezard Valeth is limited character, so there is no need for you to force yourself to get this. Simply get the Tsukiko STMR. It has 170 magic, yes, 2 magic more, but yes, you get 20% more MP from this one, but I don't think MP is that important, okay? Yes, I know it is important if the enemy is able to absorb your MP, but yeah, you got what I mean, okay? You don't need that 20% MP that desperately, okay? So that make this TMR and STMR mediocre, okay? Compared to Draconian Fina, like you know, the Draconian Fina is still the best mage, okay? Because she able to deal 67 times per cast, okay? Really amazing. I have her. And yes, the thing I don't like from Fina is her setup is more annoying than Lezard Valeth setup, okay? So in terms of usability, I must say Lezard Valeth is better, but in terms of damage, Draconian Fina is still the best, okay? And remember, Draconian Princess Fina only has access to 2 elements, light and dark, compared to Yunalesca. So I noticed that some of you keep saying Yunalesca is great, Yunalesca is great, Yunalesca is great, but please, if you know something that I don't know, please post it on the comment, not simply by saying Yunalesca is great. Post the equipment, post your setup, and tell me why she is great. I know that she can evoke, but saying she is great, I cannot understand what are you trying to say, okay? Because from my observation, Yunalesca is inferior compared to Lezard Valeth, okay? Yes, Yunalesca is tankier because she has better spirit stats, but she deals lower damage from what I know, okay? So if you know, leave it on the comment. Don't simply talk Yunalesca is better, okay? And she only has access to 2 elements if I remember correctly, so yes, I must say Lezard Valeth is better. So maybe I must say that the top 3 mage, top 5, okay, Lezard Valeth is one of the top 5 mage or top 3 on the global right now. So if you pull him, good for you, okay, but maybe he will be overcreep over time. What about Miss Tina? Oh, Miss Tina is simply poor man's version of Lezard Valeth, and I will review her later on other video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Pro FFBE guide. Bye bye guys.